Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Matt has cut the asking price for Roloff Farms by more than $1 million since first listing it for sale in May 2022. Third time's a charm? Matt Roloff of Little People, Big World is once again attempting to sell Roloff Farms. Matt, 63, has put a portion of the sprawling 100-plus acre property back on the market. The 16-acre parcel that's currently for sale includes the massive family home seen on the TLC show. The asking price is just under $3 million. The listing with the Real brokerage describes the farm, which is listed at $2.895 million, as truly unique and designed to inspire and elevate your lifestyle. In addition to the 5,000 square foot, 5-bedroom, 5-bath farmhouse, the property also includes a western town, complete with a saloon, jail, post office, and general store, which will be familiar to fans of Little People, Big World. There's also a massive barn ready to be transformed into an office, studio, or guest quarters, scenic walking trails, and a pool, among other amenities. Matt first listed Roloff Farms in May 2022 for $4 million. A few months later, he took the home off the market and began offering the property as a short-term rental. It was listed for sale again in August 2023 for $3.395 million. He took it off the market in December 2023. The home where he and his wife, Amy Roloff, raised their 4 children lightly. Roloff Farm and the original farmhouse has been a monumental part of my life for over 30 years, he told People, which was first to report the news that the farm was again on the market. This legacy property was shared with millions of you around the world through Little People Big World. It holds some of the most magical memories and will forever live deep in my heart. Yes, I had truly hoped that the entire farm would remain in the family forever, but life happened, and that was not meant to be, Matt added. My kids each had their own wonderful lives, some with their own farms, projects, and their own individual dreams, which I honor and am so proud of. As he prepares to sell some of his land, Matt says that he's looking forward to spending time with his grandchildren, as well as working on an exciting new TV project and soaking up the Arizona sunshine. While Roloff Farms holds a special place in Matt's heart, it has also been the source of much division in the Roloff family. Matt's son Zach Roloff wanted to buy the farm, but he and his wife, Tori Roloff, could not afford the steep price tag. Zach's inability to reach a deal with his father over the sale of the house and the land eventually led to a serious rift between the pair. Meanwhile, Zach's twin brother Jeremy Roloff and his wife, Audrey Roloff, had also expressed interest in purchasing his childhood home. Matt's other son, Jacob Roloff, currently lives on the farm and helps his dad manage the property. Jacob has opened up on Instagram about his dreams for the land, which includes encouraging a more localized community space, instead of so heavily relying on out-of-town tourism. Farmland is sacred now, but he's also said he's unlikely to ever own the land outright himself. I'll never have the money to buy this place at market value, he replied to a follower on a March 29 Instagram post. Can only hope to on-site for as long as I can and do as much as I can for it in the meantime. For more news and exclusive interviews, follow Showbiz Cheat Sheets Instagram. The legacy of Roloff Farms has spanned decades, captured vividly in the long-running TLC reality show Little People, Big World. For over 25 seasons, the Roloff family opened their lives to the public, revealing both the joys and tensions of running a large-scale farm while raising a family in the public eye. In 2022, Matt Roloff, the family patriarch, made headlines when he put a 16-acre portion of the farm up for sale, listing it at $4 million. Now, 2 years later with Little People, Big World officially canceled, Matt is relisting the same property this time at $2.9 million. The decision marks a significant shift in the Roloff family's trajectory and reveals much about their future plans and the state of reality TV's role in family enterprises. Roloff Farms isn't just a piece of land in Helvetia, Oregon. It's a symbol of perseverance, growth, and familial legacy. What began as a modest purchase in 1990 has grown into a 143-acre landmark, known not only for its pumpkin season but also as a central location in one of TLC's most iconic reality series. Over the years, viewers have watched the farm transform into a magical place filled with castles, pirate ships, and sprawling pumpkin patches, all constructed by Matt Roloff himself. His innovative spirit and dedication to creativity made the farm more than a business. It became a character in its own right on Little People, Big World. The series played a pivotal role in promoting the farm's appeal. Fans traveled from across the country to attend pumpkin season, a festive tradition that brought the Roloff family into contact with thousands of visitors each fall. But while the public presentation of the farm was cheerful and welcoming, the reality behind the scenes grew more complex as time passed. When Matt first listed the 16-acre parcel of Roloff Farms in 2022, the announcement stirred strong reactions, not just from fans, but from within the Roloff family itself. This portion of the farm included the iconic 5-bedroom, 5.5-bathroom farmhouse that had been prominently featured on the show for years. Matt's decision shocked many, particularly his twin sons, Jeremy and Zach Roloff, who had expressed interest in purchasing the property to continue the family legacy. Unfortunately, negotiations between Matt and his sons fell apart, leading to on-screen confrontations and a rift that remains, to some extent, unresolved. Zach, in particular, voiced frustration, accusing Matt of manipulating the narrative and pricing the land out of reach. Jeremy, too, stepped away from discussions, citing differing visions for the farm's future. These disagreements played out on national television and formed one of the most emotionally charged storylines in later seasons of the show. The failed sale of the property at its original $4 million asking price was followed by a new chapter. Instead of finding a buyer, Matt decided to turn the home into a short-term rental property. This pivot allowed fans and vacationers to experience a stay on the famed farm. But it was clear that the long-term vision was still in flux. Fast forward to 2025, and Matt Roloff is trying again. The 16-acre parcel, featuring the iconic farmhouse, is once more on the market, this time listed at $2.9 million, a significant reduction from the original price. According to the listing details, the home boasts more than 5,300 square feet of living space, with luxurious upgrades such as granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, a movie theater, and 2 offices. The surrounding land includes manicured gardens, walking trails, and of course, the architectural whimsy that fans of the show will immediately recognize. Matt described the property as a launchpad for someone else's big dreams, signaling his readiness to move on and allow someone new to take over stewardship of the iconic land. He has also emphasized that the decision to relist was not made lightly, acknowledging the emotional and historical significance of the space. This price adjustment reflects both market realities and Matt's apparent desire to close the chapter on this part of his life. The vacation rental, while financially viable, never matched the emotional investment Matt had in passing the property on to family. Listing it for sale again sends a clear message: the farm's future lies in new hands, even if they are not Roloff hands. Matt's decision to relist the property coincides with the official cancellation of Little People, Big World. After 25 seasons, the show that brought the Roloffs into millions of homes has come to an end. While some fans hope for a revival or spin-off, members of the family have expressed a sense of closure, with sources saying they're happy it's over and ready to rest. Matt has already begun focusing on other ventures. He still maintains Roloff Properties, LLC, and Matt Roloff Media, LLC, and spends increasing amounts of time in Arizona with his fiancée, Karen Chandler. The couple recently completed construction on their dream home in Surprise, Arizona, a far cry from the chilly, rainy seasons of Oregon. Matt has said he intends to split time between the 2 locations, but is clearly leaning toward a more simplified lifestyle in the sun-drenched Southwest. While the annual pumpkin season continues on the remaining acreage of Roloff Farms, much of the hands-on work has been delegated or scaled back. For Matt, the dream now looks less like managing day-to-day farm operations and more like enjoying semi-retirement. The decision to sell comes amid evolving relationships within the Roloff family. The fallout over the farm sale had a deep impact, particularly on the relationship between Matt and his sons. Zach and his wife Tori moved to Washington and have built a quieter life for themselves and their 3 children, away from the spotlight. Jeremy and Audrey, who have pursued careers in content creation and Christian family mentorship, also appear focused on building their own legacy independent of the family farm. Amy Roloff, Matt's ex-wife, remarried in 2021 and has since embraced a new chapter in her own life. She continues to engage with fans through social media and cookbook ventures, but has remained largely separate from Matt's real estate decisions. Though she once lived in the farmhouse now for sale, Amy sold her portion of the property to Matt years ago and has since moved on. With these changes, the Roloff family dynamic has shifted. What once was a unified family enterprise has now fractured into independent pursuits, each shaped by personal goals rather than a shared vision for the farm. The cancellation of Little People, Big World seems to reflect this reality. There is no longer a central narrative to follow, no common plot tying everyone together. Despite the challenges and conflicts, Roloff Farms remains a significant cultural symbol. It represents more than just reality TV fame. It stands for ambition, innovation, and resilience. From its humble beginnings to its transformation into a public attraction, the farm has mirrored the Roloff family's journey through success, heartbreak, and change. The legacy of the farm is perhaps best summed up in the memories created there: pumpkin seasons filled with laughter, weddings held under the Oregon sky, and childhoods spent building forts and riding tractors. These memories are woven into the fabric of the land, imbuing it with a character that cannot be replicated. Whether it sells or not, the farmhouse's presence on the market marks the end of an era. For fans, it may feel like the closing of a beloved book, but for the Roloffs, especially Matt, it appears to be a necessary step toward new beginnings. For potential buyers, the $2.9 million price tag offers a rare chance to own a piece of television history. Few properties come with such cultural cachet and emotional resonance. The buyer wouldn't just be purchasing a home. They'd be inheriting a legacy, complete with a built-in fan base and the infrastructure to continue seasonal events or expand the property's use. There's also the short-term rental aspect, which provides a turnkey business opportunity. With established brand recognition and a history of guests eager to stay where the Roloffs once lived, the farmhouse could continue as a successful vacation destination. For entrepreneurial buyers, this opens the door to creative development, whether through agritourism, weddings, or private retreats. Yet, any new owner will need to tread carefully. The property's visibility means public interest won't simply disappear once it changes hands. Managing expectations from curious fans to neighbors to nostalgic visitors will be part of the package. But for the right person, it may be a once-in-a-lifetime chance to steward a property with built-in charm and national recognition. Matt Roloff's decision to relist a portion of Roloff Farms is about more than dollars and cents. It's about legacy, transformation, and the difficult but necessary process of letting go. As he steps further away from the public eye and toward a new chapter in Arizona, Matt leaves behind not just a physical property, but a piece of American pop culture. Little People, Big World gave audiences an unprecedented look at the challenges and triumphs of a family living with dwarfism. It broke barriers, sparked conversations, and inspired viewers. Roloff Farms was both the stage and the metaphor, growing, changing, and ultimately evolving alongside the people who